There's so many dudes who want to you can keep acting crazy and more dudes will keep wanting to. If you want a long-term relationship with a high-status man, you're going to have to learn to say, hey, I'm sorry, I fucked up right here. Don't listen to me. That's fine. When you're 44, come back to me like, yeah, Michael, you were right. The world will never give you immediate feedback because you're pretty. Look, guys are desperate. 28% of men under the age of 30 are virgins. On the short term, there will always be short-term sexual options for you that make you think that you can just say whatever oh, I'm on my period. That's why I said it. It's totally fine because I'm on my period and you should understand. But if you guys want a long-term relationship with a man worth keeping, you're going to have to learn I was wrong here and I'm going to apologize. Especially a man who has options. Your physical attractiveness is here. Your ability to bring him peace is way the fuck up here. And it's your insecurity about your physical attractiveness. Turn it off. Don't even put on the makeup. We don't even care. It's your ability to bring us peace is so much more important. You can grasp that concept. You're going to land the perfect man.
Hey, babe. What's up? How you doing?
What the fuck are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just here. We have a date planned today. I'm just,
What? I'm here with my coworker. What are you talking about?
You're here with your coworker?
Yes.
Where's your coworker?
They're in the bathroom.
Listen, I'm here to crash your Tinder date. The guy you're talking to on Tinder?
What?
Name doesn't ring bells. The guy you're talking to on Tinder, Jonathan, the one that you had a Tinder date planned with today, that's me.
What the fuck are you saying to me right now?
I catfished you on Tinder. You know what I'm talking about.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
You got to be
I'm not fucking kidding you.
me. You goddamn psycho.
You're a fucking cheater.
Fucking psycho.
And you know what
Are
I'm
you
about
serious?
to do?
Welcome back to Ho Economics, and today we're analyzing the rise of the CEO, a byproduct of capitalism. But before we jump into the timeline, we need to understand the Ho-Marxian formula, also known as the only Marx theory. The formula is simple. Profit equals subscribers minus cost of production, or simply put, P equals S minus C. It's a simple yet dangerously cost-effective formula. Now, let's look at how this formula evolved over time. From 2010 to 2014 is the factory setup era. This was when social media industrialized attention. Instagram and Snapchat launched, introducing the idea that beauty and lifestyle could be packaged and sold for validation. At this stage, the formula was still primitive. Attention equals image plus effort. Nothing was truly monetized yet. It was all about looks, likes, and lying about living your best life. Around 2014 to 2019, was when the worker took over the factory. This era is known as the content creator revolution. Platforms like allowed creators to cut out the middleman and go direct to consumer, and thus the CEO was officially born. The formula evolved into the standard model. Profit equals subscribers minus cost of production. She became the producer, the marketer, the editor, the CEO. From 2019 to present, which is the era that we're living in now, we enter the full CEO monetization of self. Every girl is a brand, every post is an ad, and every DM is a potential transaction. Influencer culture has fully merged with worker aesthetics. Now we arrive at the current formula. Profit equals subscribers divided by standards. And this brings us to our graph. You see, the lower the standards, the higher the profit. And right now, standards are in a full-on recession. So when it comes to Ho Economics, it's exactly as Karl Marx preached. Under capitalism, everything becomes a commodity, and is no different. Class dismissed.
I should be in a position where I can hang out with my friends and my counterparts and have a good time and have a drink and feel safe. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen for a lot of women. I had a show, I want to say it was in Temecula years ago, probably about 7, 8 years ago. And the promoter says, oh, I got everybody rooms to spend the night. I said, cool. So then we go downstairs to this lounge and the promoter has a section for us, bottles, we all drinking, we all having a good time. And then little but surely, some of the comedians and their partners started saying inappropriate things to me. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop drinking right now. I said to one comedian, I said, well, you're not drinking like that. He was like, no. I said, well, do me a favor. I've been drinking. I feel it coming in. I'm gonna stop, but just make sure I get back to my hotel room safe. I told him what room I was in. He said, okay, I got you. We all get on the elevator. One of the couples tried to take me with them. And I said, well, no, I'm going with this one right here. Because I told him, just make sure I'm safe, make sure I get back to my room. I'm out by then. I'm gone. Like, I don't even remember nothing after that. I wake up in his bed.
Oh, wow.
Pissed off. I woke up, I see him, I start crying. And I'm screaming, no. And he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, did we do anything last night? My top is on, my bottom is gone. He goes, yeah. I start crying. I run out the room. I ain't even got no pants on. What bothered me most is there was never an apology. There was never any accountability. And then you went around and told people that we did something as if that was something that I, in a sense, agreed to. No, I don't want to say you to me. That's a very harsh and pushed narrative. And I have to take accountability for the fact that I was drinking. I'm a very accountable person. But you did take advantage of me under the influence.
This is extremely sad. The crazy part is that everybody knows somebody who has been sexually assaulted and or taken advantage of, but don't nobody know nobody who did it. Do me a favor. Poll the women in your life, men, and ask them, do they have a story of sexual assault, molestation, being taken advantage of, etc. The numbers will alarm you. Now, ladies, ask the men how many men they know who did something like this. I believe that men can be a little obtuse when it comes to things of this nature, because while you know your homeboy as being your homeboy, you don't know him in an intimate setting. And you see men politicking and standing up for guys like this because, oh, I know him and he would never. But nah, you don't know him because he would. I see her trying to take ownership of it and accountability, but I call hogwash. If somebody leaves the door unlocked and they end up getting robbed, we don't blame the person who left the door unlocked. Now, we might say, you probably should have took some precautions. But the fact that they got robbed still lies on the robber. Poor judgment in one area does not excuse somebody's intentional wrongdoing. And empathy demands that we stand with the person who was vulnerable, not question whether or not they deserved it. What y'all think about that?
That's it. You took advantage of her. She wasn't all there, right? She might have said something in the moment, or acquiesced to something in the moment that she wasn't completely aware of. She was going in and out. Doesn't even sound like she really remembered the event. And before she even got there, because she knew she was going out, she knew she was going in and out, she said, hey, just make sure I get to my hotel, make sure I get to, my room, and I'm safe. I'm okay. Just throw me in there, leave me in there. Now, the right thing for him to do would have been to take her to a room and leave her in a room. And if she needed something, you would have kind of stayed there to, just be there for her, because she kind of going in and out. But, really honestly and truly, you probably can just leave her in a room, because she ain't going nowhere. I don't think if you just put her on the bed and just, okay, let me know if you need anything, and go to your room and just be by the phone, she should be okay most of the time, right? So you shouldn't have to babysit like that. And I don't think, honestly, it's your responsibility to babysit her like that. But like I was having a conversation with my wife, this is why, a lot of these ladies go out there and they end up in positions like this, because they are unaware of what's going on, because they go out there and they just want to cut loose, and that, well, I should be a woman, I should be able to cut loose. Man or woman, you need to be aware of your surroundings. It don't matter, man or woman, be aware of your surroundings. Now, she took accountability, and of course he gonna come, oh, well, we did this. I don't even know why you would say that, right? I don't even know why you'd be out there bragging about that. But be careful of silly situations like this, where people will do that to you.
I don't want somebody that's going to come around and say, you got your half of the rent this month. No, I don't.
So, well, you were looking for a traditional man, but are you a traditional woman?
Yes.
In what sense?
I feel like
what is traditional woman to you?
Exactly. And see, everybody's definition for
Nah,
words.
men got one
varies.
line. Men, we're all pretty much the same. We know exactly what traditional is.
I don't think all men are the same.
Oh, majority of us are.
It depends
pretty
if
much
they
the same.
want to do it or not.
I don't think
if
so.
they're traditional man.
I don't think so because some people think courting is tricking. So
No.
I don't think
No. There's courting and there's tricking. They're vastly different. Tricking is a whole thing of its own. Courting is someone that's reciprocating. If I'm courting a woman and I continue courting, she's reciprocating. But give me
Transaction.
top. It's very transactional. There's no type of emotion involved. It's just transactional 100%. Courting is like you feeling me, I'm feeling you. We try to take it somewhere. We gotta have kids, family, married. That's the
chat. Do you all agree that is the true definition? I'd love to see this clip.
The chat agrees with him, and you know this. You know this. That's the bad thing about this. You know this. But you're sitting up here dodging questions. Well, what's traditional? Oh, what is courting? You know this. You know this. Well, I ain't trying to, have no dude come up to me talking about where's your half of the rent. I just want him to take care of me. You make your own money. You just said that you were flying to DC or for birthday trips or whatever it is, and you didn't want to bring your man along. I think you said you had been in a relationship for like 3 years or something like that, and you didn't want to bring him along because he was a bill and all that other stuff. But now you in turn want to be a bill for another man. Make that make sense.
How would you rate Megan Fox?
10. I believe she's a 10.
Do you consider yourself to be as physically attractive as Megan Fox when she was 20?
I would say yeah.
Then what about you?
Yeah.
Who's a 10 guy for you?
Harry Styles. Give me curly haired cute boys all day long.
You guys are all kind of upset and you feel like I'm being insensitive. But if I were to sit here and say,
upset.
I'm just as attractive as Timothée Chalamet, I'm just as attractive as Brad Pitt, I'm just as attractive as Harry Styles, you guys would clown on me. You guys would be like, this guy, clearly delusional. He thinks he's way more attractive than he actually is. What a clown. What a joke. But y'all don't want to take accountability for your own delusion.
Who's delusional here?
The delusion is we have women here who think that they're on par with Megan Fox or elite supermodels.
No.
And nobody wants to say anything. But if I say I'm on par with elite male supermodels, all of you internally are like gonna cringe and be like,
because that's really
Ryan,
far off. Yeah, they are really bad, so it's close enough. But like you, it's like, you know what I mean? Like
huge gap.
Even you said yourself, 4.5 below average.
It's a huge gap for all of you too.
I don't know.
And that's the delusion. No woman in that room is touching Megan Fox. No woman in that room is even close, even remotely close to touching Megan Fox. You are normal, beautiful. You are not like the everyday, average, normal, beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. But none of y'all are close. Well, wait, it's a kind of, you is so far off, but we're kind of, you're nowhere near close. That's the delusion.
Ladies, please do not do this to your body. Did you see how weird that looked? Let me play it again for you. Nobody, and I mean this when I say this, nobody thinks that looks good.
I know y'all probably think that looks good, but it literally does not. Like, just stop doing that. There's other things that you can do. Just stop doing that.
The woman becomes more and more entitled to take what she wants, how she wants it, and refuses what she just doesn't want. Okay? She comes to believe that he is there to support her in the way that she needs, but she doesn't support him in the way that he needs. She may not totally fail to give anything at all. Like she may not be a total bum in the relationship, but she just only does what she wants to do, how she wants to do it, and when she wants to do it. That's entitlement. In her mind, he needs to be in line 24/7, but she gets to pick and choose. That's entitlement. Okay. This dynamic breeds resentment. It's got to be one of the most unsexy dynamics. It's really unattractive.
Don't you feel like a man that's giving you an attitude is in his feminine 100%?
Yeah, that is true.
It's so
yeah, I never
effeminate.
looked at it that way.
There can only be one woman in this relationship, or else I will just be with a woman.
That is really true.
Yes, because to me, a man, you're gonna calmly say what's on your mind. Because why are you getting so worked up? Why are you so upset right now?
That's so good.
Like, are you kidding me right now? Don't you have work to do? Why is this important to you right now? Are you serious? Like, that's the biggest turnoff on the planet to me.
Well, maybe you need to be with a woman. If you can't shut your mouth, maybe that's what you need to do. But going back and forth, at some point in time, you need to shut up.
You guys want to see an example of a wife getting offended that her husband has to talk to other women at his work? Here it is.
Okay, yep. Well, it was good chatting with you. Appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, if you need anything, just holler at me. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Yes, ma'am. You too. Okay, sounds good. All right, bye.
The problem that I see with this is that man followed everything to a T by the book. Like, he did nothing wrong. He was warm, kind, and professional, and he wanted to get off the phone. Also, men that are very interested in another woman, like, he doesn't want to get off the phone. And some women got after him for using the term ma'am, which I see as like super formal. That's not a term that you would use on a woman that you're really interested in. Maybe some of you will disagree on that. But from my viewpoint, the man did nothing wrong to signal any sort of red flags. All this is coming from is internal stuff from within the wife. And as long as she can recognize that and she doesn't end up giving her man the silent treatment or treating him terribly, then hopefully she can just learn from it, work on it, and grow from it. Otherwise, that husband is probably never going to know peace.
Men get upset with women that like men with money because those men like men with money too. And that's a motherfucking tea. If you've ever noticed, when a man walks in the room and he has money, power, status, all the other men, they straighten up. They straighten up. They said, Daddy walked in the room. Then they go, what's up, boss? What's up, boss? When a man pulls up in a nice car, all the other men that are not driving nice cars break their neck to see who's hopping out. And they get real mad if they see any other woman looking because you're their competition. I'm not making this shit up. Pay attention, ladies. Pay attention how men react to men with money. It gets really motherfucking clear. The closet is glass. Okay. Just want to make sure, we're all aware of our surroundings. Yeah? Yeah.
Any woman that be swayed by money, like you're talking about, doesn't really have any morals. So that man is not really my competition because we're not in the same market. I'm not going for a woman that could be tossed around and carried around by the wind.
I love this question. Thoughts on Valentine's Day, and do you do anything for your girls? Well, I had this thing back in the day. Hey, and you're not going to tell me what to do and when to buy my woman stuff. It don't got to be no special day for me to buy my woman stuff if she deserve it. And I'm not going to buy her something on a day if she don't deserve it. And if she going to put it so big in her mind, then go get you with somebody else, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Valentine's, whether it's whatever they're trying to tell us we need to do something. Don't nobody tell me what to do. I live in my sphere. We come up with our own days we do stuff. We'll take a vacation on a random day. Like we took 3-4 vacations on random days, and now Valentine's Day come and you feel like, oh, well, we should be doing this and we doing that. Oh, every day is my birthday. Any day that broad is doing everything she's supposed to do and deserve it, I'm going to get her something. So therefore, when Valentine's Day come, ain't no pressure on me. And bitch, you better not put no pressure on me. And if you want to put some pressure on me, go get with somebody else. The world don't tell me when to spend my money. I spend it when I want to and when somebody deserve it. And I live my life like that. I'll take a vacation any day. I'll buy me some clothes any day. I'll buy me some jewelry any day. I'll buy that broad something any day when she doing what she's supposed to and she acting how she's supposed to act. Because that means you care more what people say on social media and what your friends and everybody think than what it actually is. When a woman is really with me and she really secure in what it is and she not trying to use me, it don't matter. Because she know, like, bro, this dude done bought me this for no reason. We took a trip here and here for no reason. I'm always doing things for her. She always doing things for me. So we don't have to say, oh, well, I'm going to do it on this day just because. I'll do it on any day that you deserved it. And if you didn't deserve it on Valentine's Day, I ain't doing it. And if you just want it because you want to show your people online that, then guess what? You can't deal with me because we're going to have a whole lot of problems because you care so much what other people think than what it actually is. And you know it's good around here. So why do you care so much if somebody else knows it's good around here?
And I think that's my point. men spend money year round doing things for women, but then all of a sudden when it comes to Valentine's Day, everything that he did throughout the year is thrown out of the window.
It's Galentine's for women who can't get a Valentine's or don't have a Valentine's.
Galentine's is for a bunch of lonely, washed up bitches that's past their prime, that they don't want to be lonely that day. So they get together, they get drunk, they put the pajamas on, they play the games, and at the end of the night, they get to looking on each other and doing all type of shit and you know, testing their range of sexuality. That's what's really going on. Oh yes, one big orgy, and niggas ain't invited.
You know, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, but I've been seeing up and down my timeline, like you said, the matching pajamas. It's damn near like a lingerie party, bachelorette party mixed in one. And I seen them playing a lot of games with the toys and who can outmatch the roles and all types of stuff. And I'm just like, okay, so it sounds like a naughty girl party, but they just can't do it with their man, or like you said, they're experiencing their other sexuality, exploring their other sexualities. That's what it's looked like to me.
Well, shout out to all the women doing the Galentine's thing. For whatever reason, I have no problem with women that like women.
I know there's nothing wrong with that.
So,
hey, look,
that like girls.
I'm gonna be honest though, like the real meaning of Valentine's, if you are
satanic, yeah,
worshiping it, is some satanic shit. So you are in the Epstein files. If you do celebrate Valentine's Day, the whole reality is kind of effed up. But just know it got a lot to do with some PDF file stuff, and it got to do with some satanic worship stuff on a grand scale, and they got you celebrating. So I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, not even just for that reason. I'm not
but
waiting for
you got a date night though, bro. You fly to the mother, you got a date night.
Yeah, but this is like some R&B shit. Like my girl like Jill Scott, so they got some
Jill
like a Jill Scott listening party.
She gonna be playing with the microphone.
Yeah, Jill Scott playing with the microphone. I might need a live demonstration.
Hey,
But
Collie, your girl, she can do the Galentine's, or are you partaking in it, or?
She can do Galentine's. I ain't tripping. Yeah, I've seen a few. The ones I seen ain't on nothing you on. I don't know what. But I haven't seen it.
Oh, well, maybe.
I didn't see like. Just,
he said he seen the same.
I didn't see like.
he's not in the close friends. That's what that is. Yeah,
you're not in the green circle.
He's not in the close friends.
I'm
They
probably
like green
not.
circle.
I just seen like they doing a little girl shit. It's just girly shit.
No,
to
see,
me. It's like,
you may say it's girly, but like you said, bro, it's behind. We already know
That's
what's
how
happening.
it starts.
All
It start
them
with the
shots of
girly
tequila and all that other type of stuff start leading to other things.
Bro, definitely dodged the bullet.
A guy who asked me out on a date is currently waiting for me, and he's going to get stood up because he wanted to take me to the movies. I felt cute. In the midst of getting ready, he texted me asking me if I can buy the snacks and the popcorn we was going to eat at the movies. He's taking me out. He wants me to buy. Essentially, he's going on a date. I'm going to bed.
Men, let this be a lesson to you that dating now is not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. And you know what's funny about this? Let a man do it. You know what women would say? If you broke, just say that. Conclusion, man. If a woman really likes you, she don't mind spending money. Typically, a woman who has money wouldn't mind spending $10 on some snacks. Or at least offer to pay for something. I went on her page and I seen her without makeup. Let's just say, bro, she did you a favor. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
Let me tell you something that my ex told me. I don't need you. I want you. And at first I was like, what? You don't need me? This is like, I feel so bad. Like, why are you telling me this? And eventually I understood when a man of respect look at you and he tell you, I don't need you. I want you. It means he wants you in his life to be a part of something in his life. But he doesn't need you because he can do everything on his own. He's strong enough and masculine enough to take care of himself. He doesn't need you, but he wants you. And when you become this man who doesn't need a man, doesn't need a woman, but you want a woman, it's a whole different world. And it makes such a big difference.
Let me ask you a deep question. Is there anything worse for a guy than getting cheated on?
Sadly, there is. I think a lot of guys here, that's their biggest fear, being with someone and that person doing something behind their back. I believe the worst thing for a guy is when someone is in a relationship and stays in a relationship, but completely quits in every single way, from an emotional standpoint, from an obligatory standpoint, and they just stay existing there, taking up space while being completely absent in every other way. And that's not an immediate cut. You feel it, but you can have prolonged situations with this masculine feminine dynamic that extend for years, and they create like a real hollow center to life for both people that one's maybe building in a certain direction for them and whatever, and it results in emptiness. I think that's a lot worse than cheating.
So I was laying in my bed this afternoon. It was like around like what, 4:30, 5 o'clock. And this guy, he texted me. I haven't heard from him in a few months.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My bad. I'm listening. Yeah, go. So, what happened next?
Nice guys or bad boys?
Bad boys.
Why?
They're more fun.
Is this guy a bad boy?
He's bad in bed.
Craig, welcome to the gym. Here, today we're going to be working both arms and abs. Here, come to the office. First up, Craig, we're going to start out doing these Zockman curls, which is really going to work both heads of the bicep. 3 sets between 12 and 15 reps. Next up, Craig, you're going to take 2 plates, and single arm at a time, you're going to do these cross-body hammer curls. These are going to work your brachialis and especially light up your forearm because of the grip on the plate. 2 to 3 sets between 8 and 12 reps. Then, Craig, we're doing what I call a half and half forearm finisher. We're doing half the range of motion for 10 to 11 reps like this. Immediately into another 10 to 11 reps for the top half of the motion. And then hold at this stagnated 90-degree position and just do wrist rotations. Do this until failure. Then for the ab circuit, doing leg raises for a minute. Then, Craig, we're grabbing a medicine ball and we're doing these overhead raises for 12 to 15 reps. Then, Craig, we're doing Russian twists, 20 to 30 reps each side. And then we're wrapping it up with a minute of bicycles. I hope this workout helped you out, and if you're actually serious about leveling up your physique, feel free to drop a follow. I drop a ton of value on this page, and if you're looking to work with the best natural aesthetic physique coach in the game, DM me Elite. I'll try and get back to you, but as always, regardless, get after it. Stay blessed. I believe in you.
Number 1, you felt calm, but not the spark. You felt calm. Maynard, he's a good man.
Right.
He's a good man. So the guy from your past, when you say, I didn't feel the spark, but you felt calm, you felt relaxed, he felt and seemed very intentional, and you moved on and didn't find what you're looking for, and now it's 4, 5, 8 years after the fact, that was a sign that you
probably was your him. That was your him.
Because remember, not all guys are going to bring that peace and calmness out of you.
Mm-mm.
So if he does, and because you don't feel the Hollywood, Disney World, social media spark that everybody tells you supposed to be there, you assume that you couldn't have grown into that. You couldn't have grown to appreciate him. You couldn't have grown to even really love him. But because you didn't feel that little, like you said, immature Disney World spark.
Butterflies, which is really nervousness. That's not, calm is good. Calm means safe.
Yes. Facts. Number 2, he treated you better than anyone before. I can't tell you how many ladies talked about he did everything right. He treated me the best that I've ever been treated, and you still ain't with him. What the hell? You still
let him go.
You hear a lot of modern women out here trying to tell men what men need to be doing, and they don't even know what they need to be doing. They're trying to tell a man how to lead, how to take care of a woman, how to be a legitimate protector and provider, and they don't even know what they need, what they want. Honestly, they know they want to be taken care of, but that's vague. How do you want to be taken care of? What things do you want? Oh, well, taken care of to me would mean having a nice bag or having some nice shoes. Those are all great, but I shouldn't have to explain to you that that's not what being taken care of means. Well, that's what my definition is. Everybody else's definition is different. No, I mean, obviously you like different things. Like, say, for instance, if you like Chevys, I might like a Ford. That's kind of sort of a preference. But what you actually need is a car. You need a car, right? Well, and in some situations, depending on the environment, you might not actually need a car because public transportation. And so it's you constantly evaluating your needs versus your wants. And a lot of modern women don't do that.
Baby, let's keep it a buck. Some women have trained their man to not get any sex from them on a regular. You know, when they be like, not right now. How about later? Dang, you always want some. You see what I'm saying? So they come accustomed to hearing those things. You feel me? And it's like, baby, what's the problem? Why you ain't trying to do nothing no more? What you got going on? Why you done changed? You see what I'm saying? Baby, you did not used to be like this. Is that somebody else? Or you not feeling me no more? Or are you just lazy? You see what I'm saying? And it sucks, man. It sucks. Y'all see how bad dogs, I'm talking about pets. Y'all see how bad dogs be wanting some from another dog? Baby, they must don't know that for some men, not all men, but some men, baby, sex is in their nature, baby. They want to bust one. They don't want to jag off to no porn, and they don't want to go have sex with somebody else. It's like, damn, I'm with you. Can you please me, please? And why do I gotta beg? Why do I gotta beg? Dang. You heard it here first. Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says. A man that admires my work ethic could never be my man. Could never be my man, because what do you mean you enjoy seeing me work hard? What do you mean you want your baby girl out here working hard? Like, what? In what world do you want Princess working like that? That's crazy. That you cannot. Out of all my admirable qualities, that's when you choose. It just gives red flag. It just gives no. It should make you sick to your stomach to think of me having to work hard. Even if it's a labor of love, because most of what I do is a labor of love. But it should make you nauseous to think of me working. And even if it is labor of love, still you should not want your baby girl working like that. Like, that just could never, it just could never be me. Admiring my work ethic, it's not. It is not. It scares me. That scares me, actually. That scares me a lot. And it will forever be a no for me. It's gonna be a no.
If my woman is accomplishing something, why would that make me sick to my stomach? It's giving stupid and insecure. It's giving misdirected and misguided.
We need to talk about money.
Okay, what's up?
I feel like I'm struggling and you're just comfortable.
Struggling how?
I'm always broke, like constantly watching my account.
We split everything 50-50 though.
Exactly, and that's not fair.
How is splitting things not fair?
Because we don't have the same expenses.
We have the same rent, same utilities, same groceries.
But I have other things: hair, nails, skincare, clothes.
Those are choices.
They're not choices, they're expectations.
Whose expectations?
Society's. You don't get it because you're a guy.
So you want me to subsidize your maintenance costs?
I want you to acknowledge the disparity.
Okay, acknowledged, but I'm not paying for your lashes.
See, this is the problem. You're selfish.
Selfish for paying exactly half?
For not considering what I deal with.
Maya, you spent $300 on brunch last month.
That was one time.
4 brunches. I counted.
So you're tracking my spending now?
No, I'm saying if you're broke, maybe budget differently.
Budget. Right, well, you go out whenever you want.
I go to the gym and play basketball. Both free.
Must be nice to have low standards.
Low standards? I just don't spend money I don't have.
Because you don't have to. No one judges guys for being basic.
So upgrade your lifestyle, but I pay for it?
I'm saying proportional contribution. You make slightly more.
We make almost the same.
But after my essentials, I have nothing left.
Like the designer bag you got last week?
That was on sale.
For $400.
An investment piece.
An investment you can't afford.
Wow. You're really going to judge my purchases?
You just asked me to cover more because you're broke.
I asked you to be a partner.
A partner who funds your lifestyle.
A partner who understands equity over equality.
Equity. So I pay more because you spend more?
Because the world costs more for women. Nothing to say?
Just calculating the cost of equality. Apparently it's only mine.
So I was watching a podcast this morning, and it was a woman that was in her early 40s, and she was talking about at this stage of the game, all she can really look forward to is getting a piece of a man, whether that means sharing a man or having to be a stepwife or, sister wife or something of that nature, where she would have to be in a love triangle, she stated, with other women. Because she said she has come to realize that men very much have alternative motives and they are not good for women, and there are really no whole, complete men out here. So all she can really do is just be okay with being a side piece, right? And she was joking around, but she was very much still trying to attack men by simply saying, like, look, there's no good men out here. Well, here's the thing that a lot of women have to come to the conclusion about. Every woman does not deserve a good man. And I know that that's going to hurt a lot of women's feelings, but every woman does not deserve a good man. There are things that you very much need to be as a woman to qualify you to have a good man. For one, you do not need to be having kids outside of marriage. That is a big one because men do not want your sloppy seconds. Secondly, this whole celebrating a hoe phase, men very much want women who preserve themselves and preserve their womb and preserved what was in between their legs. No man wants to marry a woman that's ran through. So for all the women who have not preserved themselves, you do not deserve a good man. And I don't care how you feel about me saying it. And secondly, she very much has to have a good mentality. I'm talking about a great mentality and actually want to be a wife and is actually working on bettering herself to actually become a great wife to a man. See, here's the thing. A lot of women want a good man, but you guys don't even qualify for a good man. So for all the women who have horrible mentalities, who are entitled, who look at men as ATM machines, who strip men of their humanity, who emasculate men, who are disrespectful towards men, guess what? Guess what? You don't deserve a good man. You deserve a piece of a man. So if you can get a piece of a man with those horrible characteristics, if you can get a piece of a man for being ran through, if you can get a piece of a man for having all these kids outside of marriage and still thinking that you're the prize because you're delusional, you need to be grateful. And that is the message.
Imagine getting home from work and telling your husband you don't want to cook anything, and instead of saying, well, let's go get dinner, he says, don't worry, I'll make something.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your daily reminder that to a lot of women, princess treatment just means that you act like you're her bitch. Don't want men to put time and effort into you because cooking a meal, that takes effort. You're cooking with love. You're putting a piece of yourself on that plate. And you don't want none of that. You want the expensive stuff because money is what makes your world go round. And gentlemen, you can never date a woman like that, even if you have money, because guess what? You get old, health issues happen, and the moment that money isn't there anymore, she won't be either. I said I didn't want to cook tonight, and he said he would cook for me? Don't you know I need a $300 meal? Ugly bougie bitches, to be ugly and bougie all at once. Oh my God, the luxury.
If you had 15 minutes with me, what would you do?
I'm married. I can't.
Oh, you're married? Would your wife mind?
Mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Che cazzo devo dire? Però vieni, dai, vieni. Dai, vieni.
If you had 15 minutes with me, what would we do?
For me, the question or for him?
For him. For him enough.
You're married. You already said. If I have 15 minutes with you.
Yes.
Round trip to the moon.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
That boy walked off. He said, I ain't got time for this.
So I want to say something. I will say this over and over again. Your boyfriend owes you nothing. Relationship is not a poverty relief grant. Just because you are dating that young man and have the title of his girlfriend doesn't mean he owes you everything in this world. Stop making your responsibilities his responsibilities. That young man that you're in a relationship with has a lot of responsibilities under his sleeve. So do not be one of the reasons why he exits this world early. Think about it. Marriage never sets.
When a woman walks into a room and everybody is craning their head, oh my gosh, have you seen that before? Most of us, that doesn't happen. Most of us, it's like, oh, hey, how you doing? When you say I'm an 8, 9, or 10, ladies, that really means that you are getting paid for how you look. Most of us are not getting paid for how we look because we are not a showstopper, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can have a wonderful life and still get married and have children and have love and all of that. But just be very careful thinking that you are pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous when most people are average, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right. Divine says some women need to stop thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah, that ends up just being a time waster, ladies, because you keep thinking, oh, the next one, or the next one. He's not good enough. You start disqualifying them, just tossing men aside.
And I'm really glad that Miss Maggie says stuff like this, man. Because modern women don't want to play the cards they were dealt, right? They don't know how to play what they've been given. I gotta be pretty. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You don't have to do all of that. You could just take your card. Okay, I don't look that great, but what I can do is dress better, right? I don't have to dress slouchy. I can dress better. I can dress from a body type, right? I can do my hair. Can do my nails, makeup. I can do makeup, but you don't really need to be doing makeup that's so much that it's not you. You know what I mean? If makeup is supposed to be enhancing, y'all are looking like totally different people. Some of these ladies are getting body enhancements, that sort of surgery, and after a while, it's not you. Right? So instead of saying, okay, I know I don't look as good as this person. I know I don't look great, but here's what I can do to improve. And a lot of men will notice that and they'll say, oh, shoot, it might not be a lot of men, but it'll be your pool of men for you. And you say, okay, this is a good guy. Well, what makes him good? Well, he's got good character. I like him. I brought him home to my dad or my grandfather or somebody that I trust, and they liked him. They thought he was a good person, so we kept on dating, right? Now, obviously, there's instances to where he's a good guy, you're a good girl, and it might not work out, right? Oh, man, he decided he was going to go to San Diego, and I wanted to stay in Montana or something like that, so we decided to go our separate ways. We might text on occasion or whatever, whatnot, but, he's doing his thing. Actually, I think he might have gotten married just recently, so he's out there doing his thing. I love that for him. And actually, I'm engaged as well. We getting married in about 3 or 4 months, God willing, that sort of thing. So that could be the case. But a lot of modern women cannot even get there because they cut off their pool of men that are in their vicinity, in their area, on their level, because they think that they're more than what they are.
Even your age is a compromise. Your age brings your dating value down. Admit it and say, okay, I waited too long. My body count's high. I've been with 50 men in my life. So I didn't make the best decisions, but that doesn't mean I'm trash. I just, I know Jerome, he's a good guy. You know what I mean? He's always, probably wanted to date me or whatever. Give Jerome a try. And here's why. Everybody else who knows about your 50-person body count, and for the women who would say, I ain't telling nobody my body count, you don't have to tell men. We can smell it on you. We can feel it on you. We can see it in how you walk. We can see it in how you move. We can see it in how you address other people. We know for a fact when women have been on the dating highway for an extended period of time. That is a fact, hands down. There are no women who have been overly promiscuous where men can't pick up on that of them. We can hear it in the way that you talk. We can see it in how you dress, all of it. So for the women who would say, I'm not going to tell nobody, you've already told them. My point is this. Those of you who do have that 50-person body count, you would say, I don't want to deal with Tone who work at In-N-Out Burger. But here's the tricky part. You no longer qualify for Mike the stockbroker. Turbulence, people.
And it's really hard to hide just because you talk a certain way, just because you act a certain way. Now, it could be the case that, you just have a personality, because some women just have a personality that is that way. And so they get miscategorized as somebody that's been out there. But for the most part, in general, even though there will be some misses, men are going to pretty much know.
See, the truth is, if you want to lose a woman in this generation, all you got to do is care about her. All you got to do is not sleep around. All you got to do is be husband material. All you got to do is not play games. Be a straight up guy. If you want to lose a woman, communicate. If you want to lose a woman, show her off. Show her loyalty. Be kind. Be a good guy. In this generation, if you want to lose a woman, show her you want her and want her only. If you understand what I'm saying and you follow me this far, drop David in the comments and hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Stifler, ask everyone to rate their looks. Give me your face rating, your body rating, total rating. Scale of 0 to 10, you can't pick 7, starting with you.
I'd give myself 3.5 face, 4 body, 4 total.
Okay, I think you underrated yourself, but we'll get to that later.
I'd say face is like an 8 out of 10, and then body is also like an 8 out of 10. Total, I'll just say 8 out of 10.
I think my face is 9, my body is 10, and I think all around I'm a 10.
I absolutely agree with your statement and also myself. 9, 10 face and 10 body. I spend a lot of time in the gym.
Face 8, body 9. So like an 8.5 overall.
I wrote down on the paper an 8. There's a lot of pretty people here, and so without looking at anyone, my body is like a 6 and my face is like an 8. I don't know. We'll go with 8.
6 face, 6 body.
I'll say face is 8, body is 10, so total's 9. You haven't even seen my body. What's with that face? You haven't even looked at my body. What's with your face?
Nothing.
Probably a 3 and a 2.
You're beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What about you?
I'd probably do 6 for both.
I give myself 4.5 face, 4.5 body, 4.5 total. So we have, wow, I have constructed, based off self-assessment, one of the most beautiful panels ever tonight. I'm very lucky to get all these supermodels here in the building.
Gonna give you fucking fire! Come on, fire. No, get out! What you want to do? You want to call law? He got a gun in his fucking hand. You know I'm going to fuck. Please, don't do that. What? Get your ass off him, bro. Bring me back up, bro. I need to get him. Stop. Hey, you the security, bro. What you doing, bro? You're right here to me. Stop. I ain't got jump my phone. Wait, do not play with me. Do not play with me. Please, wait. Get that nigga, bro. What the fuck? Come on, you!
Oh my god, damn! Oh my god, damn. I tell you where he fucked up. He fucked up when he called that nigga a pussy. Oh my god, he should let that nigga lead the store. Should have let that nigga lead the store. That nigga turned into a dragon level 3 when he called him a pussy. Hell no. Oh, that nigga made him touch every goddamn thing in that store. That nigga beating his ass. She talking about it, you gonna do anything? Or that nigga security guard said, bitch. This is above my pay grade. Fuck no, bitch. You think I'm about to get my ass whooped like that? Shit, bitch, that nigga beating ass. Bitch, hell nah, bitch. You mad enough to be the work, hubby? You mad enough to get your ass beat? On the couch your ass. He finally caught your motherfucking ass, nigga. Oh, hey, nigga.
I got asked to go on a date the other day. He wanted to get coffee and then go on a walk. Mind you, the only pictures I have of me outside on my Instagram are me at a beach outside the country. Stop asking me stupid fucking questions. Asking me stupid fucking shit.
To all the men out there, do me a favor and stay far, far away from all women like this. They are not looking for a future with you. They are looking for a distraction to get their mind off of their unresolved trauma. Even listening to her video made me feel terrible. I couldn't even imagine dating a person who is unstable like this. It is the fastest way to ruin your dating life and your mental health. You should be aiming for going out with someone who wants to have a connection with you, who wants to go on a simple date and get to know you and quite possibly have a future. So if you ever find yourself in a predicament where a girl is making fun of you for wanting to get coffee and go on a walk, do not take it to heart. The right woman will want to do something simple like that. It's just mentally unstable girls that have to fill the void in their heart with drinking, clubs, and hooking up with random strangers. So don't take it personal.